how to become a better influencer in your organization. In this webinar, I'm going to be going through a brand new course that we've built here at Best Practice, but I'm going to be also talking to you about how you can be a better influencer, better change agent, better leader, better coach in your organization with some of my tips and tricks. This is a special webinar that is just being broadcast for our YouTube subscribers, and it's just being broadcast for you guys that follow us really closely here at Best Practice. So not many people are going to be seeing this. So if you are seeing this, you are somebody who is super special and someone that we're really grateful for. And I want to introduce to you and talk to you about a new coaching course that we've developed. So sit back and relax and listen up. So I'm coming to you live on our YouTube channel, and we're also going to be broadcasting this audio. So hello to our podcast listeners. This is an absolutely special episode. So we're not broadcasting this everywhere, and we are going to take it down in about a week's time. So you're hearing it, it's fresh, because I've got a favor to ask. So let's just get into it. So how can you become a better influencer in your organization? I want you to start thinking about the situation that exists in your organization, and then tell me something. Start thinking about what the 5-star version of the situation looks like. If you are live, if you are seeing us, and you are seeing this live, I've got a Cam set me up with a dashboard so I can see what's broadcasting live on LinkedIn and the comments on LinkedIn and also the comments on YouTube. So if you're somebody who's just jumped on and you are watching, you are listening to us, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can be a more effective change agent and coach in your organization. So have a think about the current situation. So we want to obviously talk about transformation and transitioning. So you can be somebody who's part of that transformation and lead that transformation. So if the organization that you're in is not great at communicating and people feel, like there's no direction, there's no plan, it's very reactive, it's a bit stressful, it has highs and lows, maybe a leader in the organization, maybe you're the leader, you spend a lot of time reacting and you can't get to the strategic things that you want to do. You go home at night exhausted, you're feeling a lot of fatigue, you're feeling burnt out, then we've got some skills and some strategies that we can teach that you can be starting to deploy in your organization to improve that situation. So what we're passionate here at Best Practice about is creating organizations that are great places to work at, that those organizations have great buying experiences for their customers, so that your customers want to keep coming back because they really are having great experience with you, and that organization becomes a great investment for the people that kind of, put up the original investment to start the organization, or the owners. If you're a small to medium-sized enterprise and you're the owner operator of that organization. So when we talk about an organization that's a great place to work, we can respond to this transformation question, which is, I get asked a lot, how do you find great people for the organization? And I say, well, I've got different ways of doing that, and I've got magic and secrets in terms of how I find great people. But a recipe of success is, imagine what it would be like if those great people that you're looking for, you don't ask that question because the great people are standing outside your front door, banging on the door, wanting to get in. And in fact, they'll work for a certain amount of time for free just to prove themselves and prove that they're worthy to work for your organization. That is an organization that's a great place to work at, like the measure of success, not like you just advertise a role and you go to market, that those people are around your organization. So we talk about that transformation. So what we've just finished putting together here at Best Practice is all of the tips and tricks and strategies and knowledge from our cumulative time here at Best Practice. And we've just launched a brand new course. So Sarah Long, who is the head of high performance here at Best Practice, has recorded all of the content. It's a course that we're using internally, and we've been teaching internally for a number of years. And we thought, there's a bunch of people out there who would really benefit from this. And so we've launched it. Now, what I've got for you is I've got an opportunity right now, and I really want you to pay attention, is that if you've been following us for a while, and if you would like to learn and deploy the skills, and if you would like to become an accredited best practice coach, so that's an accredited best practice coach, I'm prepared to give you a 70% discount to try this new course. You use the discount 70 BP. Let me just quickly check that because it is on a text that's just come through fresh. And Vanessa's going to yell at me if I got it wrong. So it's 70 BP is the discount code. You will get a 70% discount on this product, but it comes with a catch. The catch is for me to build out the website and the landing pages for this particular course, I need testimonials, and I want your honest and true feedback. So I want you to do the course and finish it to completion, and then I'm going to be asking you for a testimonial. So you can get straight in and you can give me your initial thoughts in a testimonial. Email me directly. My personal email address is kobe@bestpractice.biz. That's the one that I kind of check every day. That's my email address. So don't abuse it. Now I've given it to you, but Caitlin checks all my emails. She's checking it. I'm presenting in meetings, etc. So there's a team that actually logs in and manages my personal email account. But I'd love your feedback, and I'd love a testimonial and your permission to put that testimonial up on the website to inspire more people to undertake the course. So in exchange for the 70% discount, I'm looking for your feedback, your honest feedback, and I'm going to be publishing those testimonials on that website to help people. So if you're somebody who's interested in that, you're somebody who's interested in learning from our head of high performance here at Best Practice and becoming a better influencer and a better coach and a better leader in your organization, then please check out the course. Vanessa or one of the team is going to drop the link to the course in the comments. It's just been dropped in the comments under the video on YouTube, and we'll get that dropped in the comments on our LinkedIn live stream right now. So I see there's a bunch of people watching live on LinkedIn. Good morning to the people that have come online. So this is a great course. It's a great opportunity for you guys to be checking out and learning how to be a better leader, better change agent, and creating that great workplace for your organization. So when you do ask that question, how do we find great people? Your organization has to be attractive. It has to be motivating. And you have to be thinking about that. It's not like, oh, people should come work for me. You need to be a servant leader, and you need to be empathetic, and you need to be humble. And that's a really important part to this conversation. Why would somebody be motivated to work with you? Why would somebody be motivated to work in your organization? Why would somebody be motivated to be part of that? Now, whether that is its potential full-time staff or casuals or interns or your supply chain, those people, it's about making your organization attractive and acknowledging the things that motivate people. And so then this course that we have constructed goes through all those metrics, specifically taking you into being a person, transforming you from who you are now, which is maybe you've figured some of these things out, but you've got a lot more to give. You're destined for a lot more. And we're going to take our head of high performance, Sarah Long, is taking all the tips and strategies to turn you into that high performance coach that can coach the individual people in your organization and through your supply chain to be high performance individuals. Now, why is that a good thing to do? Well, it's a great thing to do because all ships rise with a rising tide. And so if your organization can grow and succeed, then everybody will join in that success. And that's a really great thing. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to be succeeding as individual people. And I want you guys to be the change agents and the positive influences for success in your organization. This isn't about a course on being a course on manipulation. This is a course on the high performance and high performance coaching strategies that the high performing organizations are deploying all around the world. And Best Practice is one of those organizations. And it's also about making decisions about who you choose to and not to work with. And those are the important decisions that you need to make. You need to be thinking about the people that you want to work with, the people that inspire you and lift you up, and participating in that and deploying value towards those people, giving those people value. And so to be the change agent in the organization, to be the accredited best practice coach, you're somebody who is going to be adding a huge amount of value to the people around you and making those people the superstar and basically helping those people achieve recognition. So let's talk about a couple more strategies that are part of this course. But if you use that discount code, let me just check it again, 70BP. So have we got the link there now in the LinkedIn comments? Let me just quickly hit refresh on that on my dashboard so we can see it. So for those of you that are there, hang on, stand by 1 second. So we've got that now in the comments. So if you want to check out the comments, we've got the link there. There's somebody actually on my account. They've dropped in the link. You can check out that link, and if you use the discount code BP 70BP, is that correct? 70 BP is the discount code, and you will go through that process. Now, there's a couple of options in there. You can just do the course, but at the end of the course, we've offered an opportunity for a one-on-one session with myself and Sarah, where we will put you through a small test, and we will issue you as an optional extra to the course a best practice accredited coach certificate. So you will get a best practice accreditation from us as a coach and a representative of the processes that we implement to use in your organization. That's a really exciting opportunity. So we are building this, and in exchange for that 70% discount, we're looking for your honest testimonial that we can then put up on our website. So we'll be publishing that testimonial. Okay, one of the strategies that I use on a regular basis, and we've included it in this course, is when you're sitting with people is understanding that it's your role to make the people around you the superstar. It's not about you. It's not about how good you are. It's not about what you can do. It's about what you can coordinate from a group of people. Now, your success will be predicated on your ability to get large groups of people to deliver on their goals and achieve their goals, and by default, the goals of the organization. It's about servant leadership. And so one of the things that I do, the first thing I obviously do is this person coachable? So if I'm going to invest time in somebody, does the person progressively do the work that I ask them to do? Or do they, like, they're happy and they take my advice and they listen to my advice, but then they don't implement and execute? And so you don't see progress over time. And so I've only got so many days left in my life. And I know this sounds a little bit morbid, but I'm only prepared to invest the days I've got left in my life where they're going to have an impact and where I can see them have an impact. Now, I can make people feel great, and that's an important thing. And I want that for you too. So you really need to think about where you're going to invest your time and how you want to be part of that journey. And that is a really important element. And so how do I do that? When I'm sitting with people, I'm asking the question, what's on your mind? And that's the opening question. When you're sitting down and doing a one-on-one with someone or spending some time with someone that you're going to coach and mentor and influence, is asking them the question, what's on your mind? Now, the real trick when they start answering the question is to be quiet, really simply be quiet and not offer any advice. This isn't about giving advice. This is about unleashing potential in somebody and empowering people to grow, empowering people to progress. And so I want you to be thinking about, okay, when somebody starts, you've got to listen, you've got to actively listen and take it all in. The second question is, what else is on your mind? And what else is on your mind? And that's the second question. And the third question, ironically, is, and what else is on your mind? And what I have found through deploying this process over a number of years is that typically after 3, we tend to exhaust what's on someone's mind in the moment. And then my fourth question is, of those 3 things that I understand this, you're playing it back to them. I heard you say this, and I heard you say this, and I heard you say this. Of those 3 things, which one's kind of the most important to you right now and the thing that you really want to work on? And on a regular basis, it's often the first thing that they've said because it's really topical on their mind. But it's then saying, okay, well, what are you thinking that you might do about that? Because a lot of people that I've found when I'm coaching them, they just need permission to act on the thing that they've been thinking about and confirmation that they're thinking down the right track in terms of how they might solve that problem or what they might do about it. And what we have to be careful of as high performance coaches and the heads of high performance and the people that are the internal influencers in our organization is that we don't fall into the advice trap, which is we don't have the whole context. We've got a little bit of the context. We don't have all of the data in the background, and we haven't tried anything ourselves. In fact, it's not our problem. And often our advice is rubbish. And so it's about actually filtering and contributing to and adding value to the advice they've already given themselves and correcting the advice they're giving themselves, not giving your advice. Because 2 things happen. 1, if you give the advice and they don't take it, you might feel frustration. You might not care, but often you'll feel frustration. If you've given heaps of advice and you sit in the position that you're the smartest person in the room, because you're not the smartest person in the room at all. Everybody's equal smart. And so if you sit there thinking I'm the smartest person in the room, that's all ego. You're not them. You don't have that context. So you've got to sit with humility and be saying to yourself, okay, how can I help this person? How can I make this person a superstar? How can I help this person get over this hurdle? And how can I in motivate them and inspire them, because they've got to climb over the hurdle themselves. They've got to do the work themselves. And so your job is to be coaching them along. They're the person, they're the swimmer in the swimming pool. They're the athlete on the running track. They're the high performance individual, and you've got to your job is to turn them into a superstar. Your job is to help them get better results. Your job is to help them to improve. You are the conductor of the orchestra. You're not making the music. You're not creating the amazing experience. You're coordinating. The conductor of an orchestra doesn't play an instrument. They are there to inspire people to work harmoniously together, so that the sound that is produced is absolutely beautiful for everybody that's listening, to create an amazing audience experience. And so it starts with obviously one person, one musician, one talented individual, one person in your organization. And then it starts to expand as you become the conductor of the orchestra to create an amazing experience. 50 instruments, all working and singing to the same song, being played beautifully to the same song. That's the goal. So it's about servant leadership and about bringing people along on the journey. So those questions, just to summarize, just to give you some value today, is write these things down. When you're sitting coaching people and you're helping them, your job is don't fall into the advice trap. If you start giving advice, then subconsciously you're saying, I'm smarter than this person because here's how you solve the problem. And that's not the case. It's about having them arrive at the logical solution. So you've got to be curious for a little bit longer. So curiosity starts with, hey, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? And everyone has a smile, because that when they sit in one-on-ones with me, that's, they smile. I knew you'd ask that question. I was like, well, have you got your response ready? Because you knew what was coming. And what else is on your mind? And what else is on your mind? And it does change from time to time as people solve the issues and they move on. And then don't fall into that advice trap, and be curious for a little bit longer. What's the actual problem that they're trying to solve? And you want to help them get clearer and clearer and clearer on the problem they're trying to solve. Because often when you get crystal clear on the problem you're trying to solve, the solution, there's kind of only one solution, and it's logic. Logic just appears out of nowhere. And so your job is to help logic to appear by being super curious. And so the best thing that you can be as the head of high performance and somebody who wants to become a best practice accredited coach is somebody who is curious. So I didn't want to take too much of everybody's time today. I wanted to just jump in and give you guys some guidance and advice on how to actually be the head of high performance, how to be a great coach, leader, and influencer in your organization. So for those of you watching, we're going to leave that discount code up only for 1 week. And so if you use the discount code 70BP, by clicking the link if you're watching live on YouTube or if you're watching live on LinkedIn, what I'm asking for in exchange for that massive discount is it's a brand new course, and I'm asking for testimonials in exchange for that massive discount. And you've got that option at the end of the course to get the best practice accreditation as a coach for your organization or for your leadership. So if you're somebody who's looking to take that next step in your career, if you're somebody who's looking to actually work out where do I go from here, moving up an organization is about becoming a leader, and becoming a leader is about becoming an influencer, and becoming an influencer is about being a coach. And so you've got to start to think about, well, who are you going to invest time in? Who are you going to choose to put your efforts into? And when you think about the limited numbers of days you've got left in your life, you want to make sure every single day is meaningful and is invested, and it's about leaving your legacy and having a positive impact on people's lives. So if you're somebody who wants to unleash potential, could you please do me a favor and go and check out that course? It's a great opportunity, and we're going to leave that discount code up for, I think, for about 7 days. So if you need some time to actually make a decision about whether you're going to do it, whether you can actually do that favor that I'm asking for, which is the testimonial, then you can jump in and take a look at that course. It is a great course. It's been delivered by Sarah Long. It's been influenced by myself. Sarah Long is the head of high performance here at Best Practice. She's the person that runs all the high performance programs that we're rolling out with all the individuals here at Best Practice, because that's our goal. Our goal here at Best Practice is to help your organization to be an amazing place to work, to get great people banging on the door so they want to work at your organization, for your organization to create a great buying experience for your customers. That's the ultimate thing that I get my kicks out of, is seeing your customers raving about your organization and knowing that I had a part to play in the success of your organization. And more importantly, look out for the owners and shareholders of your organization, that it's a great investment. And that's a really important thing, because all ships rise in that rising tide. So if you want to improve your organization and make it a great place to work, I want you to check out this course. I want you to do more of our webinars. If you haven't taken an opportunity to check it out, we have launched another website a couple of months back, which is kobesimmet.com. And that is where I'm delivering my personal courses and my personal coaching to you guys. For those of you that want to be turning into superstars, my goal is to turn you guys into superstars. It's not about me. It's not about, doing what I do. It's about doing what I say. I'm a flawed human, and I'll acknowledge that. I'm not the best that I can be. I'm certainly improving. I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not where I want to be. I'm on an improvement journey, and I'm going to be sharing some of my skills and tips and strategies. So if you haven't checked it out already, check out kobesimmet.com. There's some great courses there on sales. We're about to finish recording a brand new course on marketing. So if you want to do more marketing for your organization and understand what you can do to improve marketing for your organization, if you're in that area of responsibility, or if you know someone who is, we've done a lot of that here at Best Practice. It's something that I'm very passionate about. Look out for that. But this specific webinar is about helping you to be somebody who is deploying best practice in your organization, becoming a best practice accredited coach. I'm really excited to launch this new course. So click the link that's in the comments, or click the link that's in the description of this YouTube video, and you can use that discount code. We're going to be deleting this live stream on LinkedIn and deleting the video off YouTube in a week's time, and that's it. So this is not about sales. This is about testimonials and feedback on our new product. We'd really appreciate your input. So what else have we got, boys? That's about it. I think we've covered everything. Thank you to the team here, Cam and Luke, for helping me with the videos, and Vanessa behind the scenes. Lots going on here at Best Practice. And as we start, we're out of lockdown now. We can start doing some more recording here in the studio. We've got lots of great courses coming forward for you on sales and marketing and leadership and coaching. If you haven't checked it out, we do have some podcast listeners listening right now. We're going to have this podcast episode up. And if you haven't checked out our podcast, it's Kobe Simmet on any of your favorite podcast platforms. You can just do the search and you'll see Talking Business with Kobe Simmet. Got some great interviews recently that have just been launched. So if you haven't checked out some of the great interviews, talked to Richard Moore recently, really great LinkedIn professional with some great ideas on LinkedIn. So if you're somebody who wants to improve your LinkedIn performance, go check out our podcast and the interview with Richard Moore. It was fantastic. A lot of fun. Okay, that's it. If you don't see us out and about, you'll definitely see us right here next time on Best Practice TV. Bye for now.